fairly long suburban pass links Hout Bay in the west with Constantia on the eastern side of the Cape Peninsula. It traverses some of the most beautiful woodlands of the Cape and passes many exclusive wine and equine estates. It is on one of the main tourist routes and therefore carries very heavy traffic. There are no safety shoulders on the road, making it dangerous for cyclists and pedestrians. At the summit at Constantia Nek, there are some historical buildings and a timeless restaurant considered to be the oldest restaurant in South Africa. Starting in the Hout Bay Valley, amongst the many farms supporting equestrian activities, the road, which is designated the M63, starts climbing gradually at first as it sweeps under shady oak trees towards Constantia Nek. There are unfortunately hardly any safe places to stop along the ascent or descent. The road enters a tight S-bend, then begins climbing in earnest with a gradient of 1 in 6. There are glimpses of verdant fields and tall pines, backed by the sheer enormity of the back table and orange cliff to your left. After the S-bend, the road straightens out and heads directly up towards Constantia Nek. There is always activity at the Nek, ranging from food stalls to craft markets. It is also one of the main access points for hikers onto the back table and orange cliff. Another road leads off to the left at the circle. This is Rhodes Drive, which we have covered elsewhere on this website. The restaurant occupies the right-hand side of the Nek. It is always advisable to book if you intend dining here. The road changes labels from the Nek and becomes the M41 as it descends rapidly down a straight 800-meter stretch before entering a series of S-bends through some beautiful wine farms. The vegetation on this eastern side of the peninsula is far more lush due to the higher rainfall. After 4 kilometers, the road starts leveling off and ends at the turnoff to South Africa's most famous winery, Groot Constantia. On the 23rd of March in 1657, Jan van Riebeck crossed here and named this place Kloof Pass. The Nek became the connecting link between Hout Bay and the settlement that was developing at the castle and at Woodstock Beach. In 1679, Simon van der Stel ordered that the road be widened and improved. By 1787, the road had reached as far as the Cronendal farm, but further than that, the road was broken up with deep excavations as part of the French defensive lines against British attack. The road was dug up and an earthen fort was erected, the remains of which can still be seen not far from the Constantia Nek restaurant. The fort was named the Conway Redoubt after Colonel Thomas Conway, an Irishman who commanded the Pondicherry Regiment at the Cape. Here the French troops waited for the attack that never came. A signalling station was also set up at Constantia Nek to give warning of ships entering Hout Bay. The peak behind the restaurant, now called Vlakkenberg, was originally called Vlaggenberg, which roughly translates into Flag Mountain. The summit of the Nek was an obvious resting point on the road to Hout Bay, and as early as 1811 the land was leased, probably to furnish sustenance to travellers. The land changed hands a number of times till April 1923, when Sydney Vincent Halls became the owner and the property was subdivided. By 1933, traffic had increased sufficiently for the road to be extended to the Hout Bay Hotel.